Chris and Brandon here with the Kabuki Strength team. We're going to show you a unique method for opening up and getting more arch on your bench press. So what we're going to do is actually work on releasing some of the tension around the rib cage. A lot of times people, if they've got some breathing issues or core stability issues, will get a lot of tightness actually kind of locking that rib cage in, and sometimes in the intercostal. And we've got a test for checking the intercostals in another video. But what we're going to do is you're going to find your rib cage and the bottom of it, that bottom rib, and run your finger down across it here, okay? And so what we want to do is we're going to take this roller. I prefer the rumble roller, if not some sort of hard roller. You don't want a soft one. And we actually want to use this ridge here and hook up under. Now if you've got the hard roller, you're just going to capture the edge and actually work up under that rib cage and slowly release that. So there's usually there's a lot of tightness in there with some athletes when you see that they're getting into that bench press, and it just looks like they should be able to arch more, but they're just not able to do it, not getting that extension right here. And we want to see that flare up. And so we'll work through that. One thing that you do need to be careful of is on the right side, you've got your liver up in there, okay? So you don't want to be pushing too far in there. You want to make sure that you're in at the rib cage and driving up this way into the rib cage and not more towards the stomach. If you hit your liver, you're going to get a nauseous sensation, maybe you want to throw up. I've actually never seen this happen because when our coaching of this, we haven't, people don't hit the wrong area. But if you get that sensation, stay off of it. That means you're on the liver. And we don't want to foam roll the liver. So the roller is going to be, we're going to do this on the floor, is going to be out at a 45 to the front. Brandon's going to demonstrate this here. And so he's got that lined up with the rib cage, because you see it's like at a 45 plane to my body, that bottom rib. And he's going to just work the length of that slowly up under there until he feels that release. You should almost immediately, when you go practice to set up on the bench, you would see some additional movement. This is actually great if you do any of our bench press yoga techniques to actually do this first, because you'll notice that you're able to get into position a lot easier. Now, you may want to check if you do the intercostal test, you could actually, with that roller in the same position, then move into releasing the intercostals between every rib cage, or between all the sets of ribs running up into the pecs, and that'll, again, allow you more extension, so you're not fighting the tension of those muscles under the rib cage and through the rib cage. So again, if you're trying some of the bench press yoga techniques and all your mobility is actually coming from that spine or from the lumbar spine, this will allow you to get into more position in here, not just working. A lot of people focus on the T-spine, the T4 mobilization drills, and this is actually working the other end of it. Sometimes we'll have too much tension in there. It's going to be a pretty effective technique for preparation for bench press and getting in good position. Brandon, any additional input on that one?
Well, I think this is probably a foundational one in terms of developing the bench arch, especially important for individuals who have a hard time meeting their chest at the bar. This will probably be one that really benefits them.
Yeah, in combination, doing this with like our band resisted bench setup, where you're actually drawing the bar down and trying to draw the chest up to the bench. So if you've got people that are caving on the way down, this is a great tool combo to work together. All right, have fun releasing that rib cage and getting that extension for your bench.